Tired of aching knees or back pain? Losing just 10 pounds can relieve up to 40 pounds of pressure on your joints. So if you're struggling with stiffness, pain, or limited mobility, weight loss might be the most powerful relief tool you're not using yet. Today, we're breaking down how shedding extra weight reduces joint strain, inflammation, and helps you move freely again. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. I am your host, Trevor, and once again, we start off with a quote. Today's quote is by, oh gosh, I didn't write down who it was by. I was thinking it's Eleanor Roosevelt. Let me check. Never allow a person to tell you no who doesn't have the power to say yes. And yes, that is Eleanor Roosevelt. So anyway, I don't know, I've been looking for an episode to put that quote into, and it just felt like this would be a good time to remind everyone of that. But anyway, let's talk about the physical stress excess weight puts on your joints and how reducing reducing your weight can reduce your joint pain exponentially. So when I was doing my research, the math is what got to me first, because it kind of shocked me. For every 1 pound of body weight, your knees absorb about 4 pounds of pressure when you're walking. So losing just 10 pounds will take around 40 pounds of pressure off your joints every step you take. And I mean, this is just everywhere, Excess body weight adds stress to your knees, your hips, your lower back, your ankles. And over time, all of this will lead to joint breakdown, cartilage wear, and an increased risk of osteoarthritis. I know I'm not the only one who knows this. As you get older, as you get heavier, you can feel that in your joints. I know I've talked about it on this podcast before, but I didn't really realize how much my knees were affected by how much I weighed until I lost the weight. Because we accumulate weight gradually, so you don't notice that, yeah, my knees feel all of that pressure every time I take a step, every time I do something. It wasn't until I think I told the story of my last vacation where we were afraid we were going to miss our flight, so we ran from the security all the way to our gate, and my knees didn't hurt. And that's when it hit me, like, how far I've actually come. But just, 10 pounds can feel like taking 40 pounds of pressure off your joints. But it's not all about the mechanical pressure. Our body fat, it is metabolically active. It produces an inflammatory chemical, and that will increase your systemic inflammation. And this inflammation can worsen your joint pain, it can aggravate arthritis, and slow down healing and recovery. But the good news is, the same thing as the mechanical side, losing weight takes the pressure off your joints. Well, weight loss will also significantly reduce inflammation, and that will ease the pain you feel in your joints. It will improve how they feel, it'll improve their function, and it just improves your quality of life. And it really does improve your quality of life, because when your joints hurt less, everything changes. You move better, you sleep better, you can get back to activities you had to give up. Things like walking and climbing the stairs or getting off the floor are easier. Your confidence grows, I mean, I didn't think I was going to be able to run from a security checkpoint at an airport all the way to a gate. And I was able to do that. Not only was I able to do that, my knees didn't hurt. I didn't spend the next, 4 days lamenting how my joints hurt. And previous to that, I had spent 5 days at at Disney World and Universal Studios, and my knees weren't killing me already. Granted, I was tired because we'd walked around, but they didn't hurt like they'd hurt on previous, visits to theme parks where you just feel so tired and everything. And it was worse with how much weight I had. But the best thing of all is losing this weight created a positive cycle for me. I lost the weight, I was able to move better, I lost more weight, I didn't have as much pain. It kind of was this upward cycle, upward spiral, not downward spiral, like a spiral of, like, I don't know what they call it. It was just this repeated cycle of you lose weight, you feel better. Because you feel better, you can do more, you lose more weight. It's just awesome. I don't know how to explain it other than that, and I feel like I'm on the verge of rambling, so I'm gonna end it right there. But the takeaway is that as you lose weight, you will feel better, your joints will feel better, you will feel less pain, and you will have more freedom because you won't be feeling as much pain. So even a small amount of weight loss can make a huge difference in your mobility and in your quality of life. So I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate all of you who are listening. If you like this episode, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. I appreciate all of you, and I will be back next time.